Hi, this is Marla with ABC Vacuum, and in this video we will be reviewing and comparing the Dyson DC40 and the DC41 Animal. In comparing the two, there were a few noticeable differences. The canister on the DC41 is a lot larger. The base plate is actually a little bit wider, a little bit longer. The cord on this one is longer. I was able to sweep my entire apartment without having to unplug and replug. With this one, I did end up having to switch to a different plug to get to the far corners of my apartment. This one is noticeably heavier when you're moving it, but I mean, not a huge difference, but you can definitely tell. And the DC40 actually comes with all the tools you see here, whereas the 41 just comes with the mini turbine tool, the combination tool, and the steer tool. But we'll go over those a little bit more later in detail. I want to highlight a few of the key tools that I used while I was testing out the DC40. But first I want to show you what's really neat about the active base plate. With a lot of other vacuums, typically there's some sort of switch you have to turn, or you have to use your foot to kind of take the head and lower it or raise it when you're going from carpet to hardwood floor. What's great about this Dyson vacuum is that it has an active base plate, and as you can see as I push on it, it will move and it will adjust to the different floor types. So if you're switching from carpet to your hardwood floor, and as you can see on the side right here, it adjusts, and you can actually visibly see the way that it's adjusting. Another really cool feature about this active base plate is that on the sides right here, there's two switches that you can actually flip over. And if you're like me and you have long hair or you have pets, occasionally things are going to start to get tangled around here. And what's great about, if you just unclip those two red clips right there, this actually pops off, making it really, really easy to get in there and clean out all the hair that might wrap around. So that's just a really cool feature. And then it just snaps back on there in place. So I also want to show you how the head actually attaches to the unit itself. Because when I first put it on there and I started sweeping, I noticed that it wasn't really working right and I didn't quite have it on all the way. So the way that I would suggest attaching it is to remove this red clip, and then you'll take the unit and just kind of lay it down or put it on your lap just so you can get a firm hold onto it. And then this black piece is actually going to slide into a gray piece over here. And then there's two little metal rods, and they're actually going to go in the holes that you can see right there. So you'll just slide that in. And then if you can see here, you just want to make sure that the clear and the gray are sealed as much as possible. The red clip is what's going to help. So you want to take the clip and just snap it around in place. And there, as you can see, it's on there really well. If you just try to snap this on with the red piece still attached to the base plate, it's going to be really difficult, and it's going to feel like you're going to break it. So definitely remove that red piece and attach it the proper way, so you don't end up sweeping and the head falls off, because that's pretty much what happened to me. Okay, so I'm going to highlight a few tools that I think you may not be really sure what to do with. And I want to say, as a person who actually used them, how great they are, and that if you purchase this vacuum, I want you to use the tools. Okay, so the first one that I want to kind of focus on for a moment is the Flexi Crevice tool. And when I first saw this, I'm like, yeah, right, what am I really going to use this for? Maybe besides in my vehicle and I'm trying to get underneath things. But the main thing that I realized while I was using this, or I was just kind of looking around my apartment, like, what can I use this for? Where are some areas that I can't really reach or are really awkward and uncomfortable to clean? And I thought about my sliding glass doors and the little pocket where the door actually slides in. There tends to be like dirt, dust, little bitty bugs, leaves, things like that just kind of get blown in. And I thought this could be the perfect tool, and it was the perfect tool. So I just want to show you how it attaches. This gray piece here, just kind of line things up. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Dyson made it pretty easy, so you just snap it in. And then while I was cleaning, I was able to just put this in that crevice, and it was able to really get that area that you just can't really reach And then I was able to kind of bend it this way to kind of get even in and underneath where there was like a little lip. So this is a really great tool. So, you know, when you buy it, you get in your house, just kind of look around and think about what are some things, just some hard to reach places. And I guarantee you that you're going to find some and you're going to get creative with it and you're going to figure it out. But I just wanted to give you one idea of what you could use this for besides just in your vehicle. And another really great tool that I kind of looked at and was like, okay, this is supposed to be some sort of soft dusting tool, but what am I really supposed to use it for? So something that I realize is that, you know, we all have vents in our house. We all have some sort of ventilation system. And those plates that are over it tend to get kind of dusty. And I have been noticing in my bedroom in particular, one of them is just like almost black and brown. Like it's definitely dusty. And I was like, well, I wonder if I could use this. So I attached it. And again, you just kind of line things up. And I was able to actually reach up and use this tool. And because these brushes are really soft, they actually flatten out. And then it starts to use, so basically it's dusting in two ways. It flats out and this kind of like agitates the dirt. So, you know, it's going to be a little bit humid. So some of that dust might actually be a little bit moist or a little bit wet. So it may be hard. So this kind of breaks that up. And then this kind of helps to just move it towards the area where the suction's coming from. So this does actually suck the dust out. So I want you to use this tool because it really works for dusting. I also use it on some tables, on my, like the hearth on the fireplace. So if you use this tool, it could really help you eliminate from having to buy dusting tools that just kind of, yeah, they kind of collect the dust, but they also kind of scooch it around. This literally not only breaks up the dust, but it sucks it into the vacuum container and you don't have to deal with it anymore. So this is an awesome tool. I was really pumped. I cleaned a lot of things. I dusted a lot of stuff with it. So definitely make sure that you use this tool. The other one that I want to highlight is the articulating floor brush. And it kind of looks like it may be attached to the bottom of the vacuum, but it actually attaches just up here. So again, you line it up. There we go. And this you can actually use for a lot of different things. You know, obviously a hardwood floor, whatever. But one thing that I kind of thought about is an area that's kind of outdoors that gets dusty because of the weather, the elements, is my patio. And so you can actually use this. It kind of breaks up dirt and dust particles. And because on the inside, you can't, maybe you can see right here, these holes are pretty large. And so it's going to be able to suck up some pretty decent sized things like maybe some leaves or, you know, big pieces of dirt or whatever that may be like on your patio. And because the bristles are thick and so close together, it's really going to work to like break up some of that dust and dirt or maybe even like muddy areas. I don't know. So this will be a great tool to use for that area of your house or even on your balcony because, I mean, you get dust up there too. And sometimes you're out there barefoot and you don't want to have dirty feet when you come back in. So this is a really great tool to use. And some of the other tools I just want to point out is a combination tool. So you can use this maybe in the corners of your house, maybe along the bottom of the wall where like the wall and the floor meet. This would help. And then you can slide this down and then this kind of gets in those hard to reach areas. The other one that I want to point out is the mattress tool. So basically when you strip your sheets, or even if you don't, like maybe you have a dog and you get hair on your duvet, you can just clean the hair right off. So this is a great brush for that. And it's not going to like suck your sheets in because it's spreading the suction across. So it's not really powerful. So it'll be able to get dust and dirt or, you know, whatever maybe on your mattress. And then this one is for like stairs or upholstery, so using it on your couch. It has this little red area right here, and that really works to get the like fur that's really fine, maybe from your pet, that just gets stuck on the couch or whatever. It's really hard to get off. So this is a great tool to use for that. And those are all the tools that the DC40 come with. Just to review, the DC40 and the DC41, They're both very similar. They offer pretty much same suction. They're going to get the job done. But the few key differences that I talked about earlier, the cord on the DC41 is just longer. Canister size is bigger. Active base plate, you're going to be able to clean square footage a little bit more, or you're going to be able to clean more square footage faster. The vacuum itself is definitely a little bit heavier than this one, noticeably, but not to the point where it's like this one's just way more heavier. It's really not that big of a difference. So if you are kind of a creative cleaner like I am, I really appreciate a deep clean. I appreciate Dyson's ability to create some really awesome tools that I can use and find new creative ways. This is going to be the vacuum for you, because the DC40 comes with all of these tools that you see here. You know, if you just want a really good vacuum that's going to really clean up all that pet hair and dirt in your carpet, and you know, maybe you have a little bit of a bigger place, you don't want to empty the canister as much, or you don't want to have to unplug and replug in, the DC41 is going to be a better choice for you. Thank you for watching ABC Vacuum's review and comparison of the Dyson DC40 and the Dyson DC41 Animal. Like and subscribe to this and other videos if you found them helpful. Don't forget to check out our website, abcvacuumwarehouse.com, for great deals on vacuums and more. Thank you for watching.